It seems like every day more and more people are jumping onto the fuck Bungie and Destiny bandwagon because most human beings just follow the herd in a vain attempt to fit the fuck in. But you guys know me. When everybody's acting like a fucking idiot, I take a step back and evaluate what is actually going on. Instead of just following the pack, I like to look at shit rationally and connect the fucking dots. This is a situation where connecting the dots isn't exactly calculus. We've seen this before. What's happening with Destiny is literally what happened with Watch Dogs. It's the same fucking thing. A game is hyped up so much to the point that the hype actually crumbles down and works against the game. This is what is dubbed as anti-hype, and Destiny is without a doubt the next game to suffer from anti-hype. Usually, anti-hype is associated with a game's overall quality, but more often than not, it's because of stupidly high expectations placed on developers by gamers and the gaming press at large. It's something we're all guilty of, and I'm including myself in that evaluation. It's important that we understand exactly why this anti-hype is occurring and who the fuck is responsible for this bullshit so it doesn't keep on happening. I know that no matter what I say, this shit will always happen. It's a fool's errand, but I think it's worth discussing, and the fault for the most part lies with the gamers, and especially gaming websites like IGN. It's not Sony's fault, it's not Activision's fault, and it's sure as fuck not Bungie's fault, but yours. Now, an attitude I've seen online that's downright fucking retarded is the idea that Bungie have betrayed their loyal fans by working so closely with Sony, and that they owe them. This is the same shit Sony fans said about Insomniac with Sunset Overdrive, and it's fucking idiotic. Bungie didn't betray you because Bungie don't owe you a fucking thing. They made a game and you bought it. That is the extent of your relationship. If you want to take it further, you're a fucking idiot. It's just that simple. You didn't make Bungie what they are today. Bungie did that by making games that people wanted to buy. If you think that Bungie owes you because you bought something they made, you're an idiot. Buying games that you want to play doesn't make a developer owe you. That'd be like me saying AMD owes me because I bought a graphics card I wanted. They aren't your buddy, and you didn't help them because you wanted them to be successful. If they didn't make Halo for you to play, you wouldn't give a shit about them. Don't try and sugarcoat it. It's pure selfishness. If anything, you owe Bungie. Bungie are one of the most community-oriented developers in the industry. They often gave you free DLC for Halo games. They fought Microsoft to discount the price of ODST, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. They care about you more than they fucking should because the behavior you exhibit shows that you don't deserve that sort of treatment because you're all selfish as fuck. Even everything I just said is irrelevant because Bungie can do whatever the hell they want. They became independent in 2007. If they don't want to keep making Halo games, that's their choice. And all this exclusive content the game has with Sony is not Bungie's doing. Activision are the fucking publishers. It would have been their call, not Bungie's. Use your brains for a fucking minute. Another reason why the game is suffering from anti-hype is because gamers see the gameplay that's being shown and come away with shallow criticism that could have been formed by a chimp on meth. The most common one is, this is just Halo meets Borderlands, this sucks! Aside from the shallow nature of that comment, how is that a negative? Halo and Borderlands are both good games, so where the fuck is your point? I don't know about you guys, but I can't think of a single game that's been absolutely original in every conceivable way unless we're talking about a game from 1985. Innovation nowadays is the combination of solid mechanics from different games, which is what Destiny is at its core. It may not be completely innovative in the sense that it's revolutionary, but innovation isn't the benchmark of quality, and when companies try something new, they get shit on. Remember Thief? There's a good example. They changed shit up and it pissed people off. Now, Thief has a lot of problems, but they tried something new and different, and people shit on them for it. Let's get real for a minute. Most people don't really want innovation. They just say they do to seem all cool and forward thinking. When people try something new, they usually get panned by gamers and critics alike. Something I've heard from a lot of people who've played the alpha is that you need to play it to understand why it's fun. I didn't play the alpha, so I'm not the best judge of the game, but I think people need to actually play the beta and then they can form a full opinion on what they think of the gameplay. It's fine and dandy to form an opinion based on what you've seen, I do it all the time, but critically judging the entire fucking game based on 20 minutes of video is stupid. If you play it and you still don't like it, that's fine by me, but you have to give every game a chance. But at the end of the day, all of us are at fault. Anti-hype can only exist when hype exists. Now, there isn't really anything wrong with being excited for a game, but hype is when shit goes south. I've said on many occasions that there are very few games that I'm hyped for because hype breeds delusion and hype leads to disappointment. People get so emotionally attached to games that they let that attachment take over their mind, and when people expect perfection and don't get it, they start to get mad and irrational. That's what's happening here. So let's all chill the fuck out, take a step back, and play the game first. Obviously, this advice will fall on some deaf ears, but fuck those guys, right?